was in 16 that I started looking at it thinking, this isn't working. It's just not going well. And I started not believing in people anymore in the Democratic Party. And I looked at some of the stuff that went on and I thought, maybe this guy, this business guy, who really doesn't have he doesn't owe a lot of people. He looks at things differently. I tell the story and I'll tell it again briefly now. It was a reporter that asked Trump, what are you gonna do about the fact that North Korea can now reach the west coast of the United States with ICBMs, with nuclear weapons, because they were testing, remember, I don't know if you remember this, but in 2015, Korea was testing missiles that had the capability to travel and hit mainland US. And I remember Trump looking at him going, I'm not gonna really do anything about it. And they thought they got him. They were trying to get him on foreign affairs. This was obviously a pro-left organization that was asking the question, that was going after the president, But he said, yeah, I don't think I'll do anything about it. They said, you're not gonna do anything? They're trying to needle him into it, catch him off guard, expose the fact that he probably doesn't have an international foreign policy on this. So he said, finally looked at him and he went, why would I do anything about it? He said, listen, I grew up in Queens. If you had a problem with a guy up in the Bronx, you went through what street where, and you found one of your cousins or your friends or somebody you do business with up there, and you said, hey, straighten this guy out. Like, what the hell is going on? This is a deal that he agreed to, or whatever the problem was. He then looked right into the camera and he said, listen, China is very dependent on American dollars now, and they're right on the border of North Korea. Of course you use your allies financially, the ones that are dependent on you, the ones that if you squeeze a little bit, Germany, Japan. I mean, there's a lot of countries. The US plays a major role in their economy, and also NATO, and we protect them and we keep them free because we foot most of the bill. It was brilliant. I looked at it, I said, he doesn't look at it like the other guys.